This is my 1952 Chrysler Saratoga. We're going to do a walk around and see some of the features of this vehicle. I've had this car for a couple years. Basically, it's spent more time sitting in my garage as I tinker with it. Basically, my objective for this car was to just get her home, get her running, get it moving, and get it to stop. It's in good shape, pretty good shape. I got this car from a building that previously housed livestock, tractors, and hay. Chrome's in pretty good shape. Not 100%, not a 10, but definitely not a 4. I guess it really would depend on what piece you looked at. Body panels are just, they're solid on this car. There's some patina coming through, but there's no holes. The car has been repainted at some point. The tires, I don't know how old they are, but they hold air. They got inner tubes in them, actually, so there's that. I think that's a stone guard. It's in okay shape. The bottoms of the doors, the chrome. Like I said, this car's been repainted. The color that it is now is a shade lighter than what it used to be. I don't know what you'd call that. If you got any kids that smoke. It's got a cigarette lighter in the back. This thing is like 2 sofas on wheels. I think that brochure actually says that it seats 8. No seat belts. Little critters gotten in there. I can guarantee you that there's no critters in the car now. Let's see here. Oh yeah. 6 volt system. Headliner's in good shape. Got some, you could probably clean it, but there's no holes in it. Pretty good there. All the glass is intact. No cracks. None of that weird, you know, in some old cars you can see it starts to cloud around the edges. None of that. The vinyl's in good shape. I think this is called mohair. It's usable, it's acceptable, it's presentable. I could have probably vacuumed it out, but I'm not going to do that. Door panels, all the door panels are in good shape. All the locks, they function. These things, they all function. These are interesting. You got to unscrew that. I forget how this works. Let's see here. All right, there you go. All that works. Open, closed. Weather stripping's in good shape. Let's see here. That light works. Visors are okay. All the door jambs. The car is, there's no really, there's just no rot on it. All the door jambs are in good shape. The bottom of the doors. Yep. All 4 doors look like this. Weather stripping's okay. Okay, I mean, it is original. I've got this car pretty much to weekend warrior status. Like I said, it runs, it drives, it stops, it moves, whatever you want to call it. Get over to the other side. I think one of the headlights is out. I'm not going to do anything about that. Paint is actually starting to show a cool patina. Let's take a look in here. Odometer shows 71,837. I don't think that's been flipped over. Usually when I look at a car like this, the radio doesn't work, clock doesn't work. I never looked into seeing why. That's stuck, and that's stuck. And the fan does turn on, but it doesn't. The hose is missing. Let's see here. As you can see, the face of the ashtray is broken, but a lot of the pieces are inside. Carpet, it could get replaced. Most of the spots are okay, but the driver's side floor is, the carpet's worn out a lot. But the floors are, they're fine. Rockers are fine. Floors are fine. And like I said, I don't think the odometer's been flipped over, because usually you get a lot of wear in the pedals when you get a car that's got a lot of high mileage on it. And these are good. Let's get a look in the trunk. Solid in here too. Let's see here. Can you see that? No holes. I'm assuming this is all original paint in here. Pick that up, see if I can get under there. Yeah, a little wheel chock for you when you want to change your tire. Let's get under the hood. So some of the things I've done to this car: I've got a new master cylinder in it. I've got all new brake lines. I've got all new wheel cylinders. The front brake shoes are new. The rear brake shoes were new prior to me owning the car. Somebody put them on, but it just wasn't me. It's a HEMI. 331. I think this is the second year of the HEMI. I think they came out in 51. Double point ignition. I didn't change the wires. I've never even pulled the cap off this, to be honest with you. I do know that those are the porcelain insulators. I rebuilt the carburetor. I put a new battery in it. I record the radiator. She's got new hoses, new belts. I put a new water pump on it because that thing was hemorrhaging. I changed the oil and kind of just painted the cover a little bit. Bypassed the heater core because the valve was leaking. The heater core is not leaking, at least not that I can find, but that thing was leaking pretty good, and you can see that from the paint here. Runs good. You already saw that. Power steering pump leaks. These valve covers are leaking. They're leaking. Well, they're not gonna. It's coming down and just kind of dripping on the manifold. So sometimes she smokes a little bit. Well, a lot. New thermostat gasket, rebuilt car. I said that, rebuilt carburetor. Just all right. Look around. It's a solid car. There is somebody at some point has done some body work in here. The fenders are good, but whatever this is down here in this corner on both sides, it's been. We got something in there, whether that's just Bondo or what. Behind the headlights, there's a little bit of something going on. I don't know if we can actually see that, but I can try. Yeah. So those housings they're there, they're solid. Well, they're in one piece anyway. But at some point, somebody's going to want to do something about it. Other than that, let's see here. Glass is all in good shape. I think I already said that. Well, there it is.